so blue. Looks like you just lost your best fishing pole. What's going down?
Can't help but worry about my man, old Mr. Being out there in the swamp with all those critters and possum. Mr. Being just didn't speak possum language. You'll never make it, no sir. Him and those little sissy shoes and that girly bow tie, well, those crocs will laugh themselves silly before they take a big bite of him. You know they've been out there all night long.
Ah, you worry too much, Skeeter. Possum will take care of him. Quit your fretting. Possum's a little antisocial, but he'll take care of Mr. Beanud, even if he is a city slicker.
I guess you're right, swamp dog. But still, all night in the swamp with possum, just don't know. I just don't know. Mr. Beanud, I have worried to death over you. And here you are. You brought that monster croc here with you. Never in my life did I expect to see you again, no siree. I guarantee that's the biggest croc I've ever laid my eyes on. Tell us about it. How'd you get that here?
I can't even talk right now. I'm so shaken up. The most experienced night I've ever had in my life. We was in the swamp, and big croc was all around us, and there was a big snake. He was chomping at us. Then a raccoon eat all my provisions. I am starving to death. I could almost eat some of that Cajun rice that you had there. I've got to call my thirst as soon as possible.
I'm afraid that big old monster croc might pull this bait shop right into the swamp. That's some powerful looking creature. He really is chomping, man.
You haven't seen anything yet. You should have seen him chomping at a possum. See, getting that stare at him. I thought sure we would got our last breath. Possum, that's an unusual character.
Well, speaking of unusual characters, here comes one across the dock now. Well, how'd he do? Would you look at that?
This is my editor. She has made her way down here to congratulate me on my journalism skills. Maybe that night in the swamp was worth it after all. I can't believe she come all the way down here.
Howdy, miss. Welcome to Skeeter's Bait Shop, where you can get fish bait and grub on your...
Skeeter, we talked about that, man. I just ain't feeling it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Anyway, welcome to Skeeter's Bait Shop. What can we do for you, ma'am?
She's looking for me, fellas. This is my boss, Gloria Flash. She is on adventurous for you to all the way come down here to congratulate me, Gloria. You really shouldn't have.
Winston, did you really think I would come here to this dreadful place for your benefit? Surely you know me better than that. Darlings, I'm looking for Mr. Swamp Dog. Has anyone heard of him?
This will be Swamp Dog right here, ma'am. I guarantee. I've known him ever since he was a little swamp puppy.
Yeah, I'm the one they call the swamp dog.
Excuse me, aren't you in the swamp for my story? My monster croc story? After all I've been through, have you seen this creature? I risked my life. Why in the world are you here?
Please, stop whining, Winston. We'll use your article as a filler if there's room. The real story has been right before your eyes all week. Did you know that Swamp Dog is the 2009 Cajun Rapping Champion?
Well, yes, I congratulated him.
He sure is. Why, right here is the trophy that I have right here. He got that in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's what I said, Baton Rouge.
Well, Swamp Dog is all the talk in New York City.
New York City?
New York City?
Yes, everyone watches him on YouTube. I want to be the first to get his photographs and stories. I was afraid to trust it with anyone else. Darling, may I take your picture?
But do you want me in my rapping pose or just looking all natural like?
Sure, I would love you, darling, in your rapping pose. You could just go ahead and rap one of your numbers and I'll snap a few pictures and you can perform if you don't mind.
Yeah, dude. wrap that new one that we've been working on, dog.
Yeah.
She'll like that one, I guarantee.
Well, Skeet, that's a lot of pressure on the dog. Maybe you just might help me a little bit with it.
I got something for you, dog. Just hold on just a minute. I got my mic in my hand, and here's what we gonna do. Everybody, wave your hands up in the air, and wave around like you just don't care. Or wave them here and to there. Everybody wave your hand, cause the dog is on the mic.
Yo, dude, Swamp Dog here, killing dog to have no fear. Snakes and bugs and a big old crock. Ain't no problem for the rock. My rock is God, that's no doubt. He washed my sins within and without. Brothers and sisters, break it down. Make some noise and go to town. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. I can't see you in the fog. The swamp is dark and full of danger. Don't you worry. God's my swamp ranger. I guarantee he's a swamp ranger. Come on, snakes and big old rock. You know problem for the rock. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Hey, dog.
Up in the fog. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. That's enough to make your Cajun man cry. Hold on just a second. Hold on, dog. Dog. Hold on. Let me wipe the sweat from your face.
Hey, wait a second.
Oh, that was just marvelous. Thank you, Swamp Dog. I must hurry now to catch my plane. Winston, are you coming back to the office? Are you just going to roll around in the mud while everyone else does the work? You really are quite a mess. I'm becoming a New York Times professional.
But I found that monster croc. What about...
Oh, well, I changed my mind. Now, come along, Winston. We have to catch the ride, and you'll have to catch the ride in town. You certainly can't ride in my horse like that.
Well, what about that monster croc?
Oh, goodbye, gentlemen.
That's what I say.
Thank you.
What about that monster croc? It's tied to my bait shop. Possum? Possum. Where'd he go?
Dude, he disappeared into the fog. And left you with that jack croc tied to your shop. Not cool, man. That's not cool.
He took good care of Mr. Beard, but he sure enough gonna help me by leaving this big old croc here. Possum! I guarantee he's a phantom. Now you see him, now you don't. Possum!